of agenda. This has been going on for decades. They've been setting the system up. But now they're rolling it out. And that's the message here. What does it say about our society? This is unbelievable. This is the Fairness Doctrine 2.0. This is authoritarian censorship by way of government break-ins with announcements. No country's ever done this. This is beyond 1984, and it's really happening. Do people realize the magnitude of this? And in America, supposed land of freedom, I'm getting frantic calls from station owners and managers as they're being told to get ready for all of this to happen in the last few weeks, and going back 8 years ago, and going back 15 years ago. When I get these documents, as they put this system in place, the station owners are afraid to speak out. The station managers are afraid to speak out. Why? Why? We need to say no. This is a free market, free private property society. In the name of security, the government is hardwiring everything so they can take it over? Egypt, anybody? This is worse than what happened in Egypt. That's what Mubarak did. But he didn't have it hardwired. He physically had the army go take it over. This is as plain as the nose on my face. This is brazen, naked, hardcore, scary tyranny. And when I saw them announce this, even though I knew it was coming for all these years, it shook me to my very core, and it should shake you. When they put tyranny in place, they can take the pension funds, the veterans' death benefits, that's already begun. They can jack up taxes. They can shut down newspapers, TV, radio. The last time this happened was during the Civil War. Lincoln did similar things, arresting scores of newspaper owners and editors. This is here. The globalists have committed so many crimes. They know they're unpopular with the people. They know Congress has an 11% approval rating, and so they are moving with the system to force their propaganda onto all private media in this country. And it's going to start with little short announcements, and it's going to move until huge blocks of programming are openly taken over by the government. If we don't have free speech and the First Amendment and a free press in this country, we have nothing. The Internet has been a wonderful tool to enlighten and inform and awaken the masses. But it's also a double-edged sword created by DARPA. Electronics, computer chips are so cheap, everything is being wired for the federal takeover. This is announced. This is a fact. We are entering a time when you're not going to be able to access Infowars.com and other alternative sites. We're already being blocked all over the world. They've already got the system in place, and that's scary enough. But if they send up this trial balloon and we go along with it, they are going to implement the full takeover of the media. Whether you're liberal, conservative, libertarian, communist, socialist, it doesn't matter. Atheist, Christian, all media is under attack. We must come together and resist this. We must say no to this. This is a major canary in the coal mine. This is a full spectrum takeover of the media. Let's not let them pull that switch. Get the word out to everybody. I have been having chills for 3 hours since this announcement came out. I knew the hammer was going to drop. But this is so incredible. We've got to hang together for the First Amendment, or we're surely going to hang separate. Thank you. The rest is up to you. Please spread the word. It is now time for radio and TV station owners to stand up to this corruption, to this police state takeover of the First Amendment and private property, and let the system know they are not going to put up with the federal government's takeover of our media system. Enough is enough. Enough is enough, and that is the 13-minute video that we just showed here for the first time. It's not even on the web yet. We just streamed it out via prisonplanet.tv and on our AM and FM stations, XM and global shortwave. I know behind the scenes that station owners have been prepared for this for 15 years. Now they're being told, yes, the government is going to go ahead with this. There's always industry backlash. The government's saying they may take hours per day with different break-ins in the middle of a sports broadcast, the middle of the news, the middle of the weather, the middle of my radio show. They are at 9,000 locations putting the telescreens in. And it's not just Napolitano, it's other Homeland Security messages. The TSA obviously has gone from airports to sports stadiums and train stations. And that's all been announced. This is a full spectrum government takeover of media. And let me expand on that. Here's Pop Science. AP also reported on this. This is from 2009. New York State wants to put emergency alerts in your online games, which is the way most games are played now, is in millions of people at a time, hundreds of thousands at a time, playing online games. And it shows examples of terror threat alerts popping up on your computer screen. It continues. We have all these different reports here about how they're going to have billboards all over the place, which that's the first rollout at the 800-plus Walmarts, and then they announced 8,000-plus locations, Mall of America, with big screens with government messages with audio forcing you at the checkout counter to spend your time with Janet Napolitano and FEMA and Homeland Security, forcing you to listen to them on the radio, forcing you over your handheld computer device to get audio and text alerts from them. Just injecting the fear. And then always with this system, they started out for Al-Qaeda, because, oh, everybody hates Al-Qaeda. And then next it's illegal guns. Next it's burning trash in your backyard. It's environmental crimes. It's the green police. This is the normalization of a high-tech 1984 society. By the way, Kurt Nimmo did a story on this that just went up in the last 20 minutes at Infowars.com. We're going to get it posted over at PrisonPlanet.com as well. Obama launches total takeover of media. And that's also the name of the video we're going to be posting to YouTube that you just saw and heard here. And Nimmo begins the article by saying, even the Washington Post describes it like something out of Orwell's 1984. And he has a link to the Washington Post, but they're like, oh, it's fun. It's good. It's like 1984. It's fun. Oh, there's going to be telescreens on the highways and in the town squares and in all the shops. And these are now going in. We're getting the video sent to us of Walmart supercenters everywhere, at every checkout line just telling you, watch out, terrorists are everywhere, watch out, the internet's not safe. The announcements that are being played on these systems are also at the YouTube channel of Homeland Security, and they've got a whole string of them now saying, TSA cannot always be here to protect you, but we're going to try. And then it shows TSA at football games and things, just where people are watching screens being prepared. Again, first they prepare you via the television screen, what people see as not reality, for the physical rollout, so we're acclimated to accept it. And we've got to get station owners and station managers and others to start saying no to this. This is a major trial balloon they're launching, and this is about taking over the alternative media, the internet, everything. It's so serious. They're really now implementing all these executive orders and things that have been on the books for decades. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen, with more on Obama and the launching of the total takeover.
Forget everything you've been told about long-term food storage. When all hell breaks loose, you'll need the single most effective way to get high-powered Delta Force nutrients to your family fast. Like any Special Forces commando, you need a plan. You need a Black Hawk Down food plan. Introducing the Survival Sprout Bank from Solutions from Science. It's your countertop survival garden. Yes, grow fresh greens right on your countertop in just a few short days. Sprouts are the green shoots that emerge from newly germinated seeds, and they are powerhouses of living, easily absorbed nutrients. The Survival Sprout Bank is a complete kit with nothing else to buy. And with sprouts so easy to grow, even children can grow emergency food. Call 877-327-0365 or go to survivalsproutbank.com. That's 877-327-0365 or order online at survivalsproutbank.com. Survival Sprout Bank, your Black Hawk Down emergency food plan.
They helped to create a new world order.
We are part of a new world order.
A new world order based upon collective action.
Invisible Empire is a damning indictment of the globalists through their own words and documents.
The New World Order really is a tool for addressing a new world of possibilities.
It means all the world under their control.
The United Nations would take over America. The Trilateral Commission would control the world.
Invisible Empire chronicles how men of power and influence have worked in stealth for centuries to establish an oppressive world government.
I believe, first of all,
that we now need nothing short of a world constitution for the global financial system.
Global governance with the establishment of the G20.
So it's going to be an inner ruling elite and then everyone else. And I got news for you. You're everyone else.
Invisible Empire. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com, or watch it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
We all know that Berkey water purification systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 5 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey water filtration systems. The Berkey Light systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light system today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $209, and the Berkey Guy will include 3 sport Berkey water bottles and ship everything to you free of charge. That's right, 3 sport Berkey water bottles and free shipping. An $87 value, yours free. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at GoBerkey.com. That's GoBerkey.com today.
Government, through the continuity of government systems set up back in the 50s for nuclear war, has quietly rolled out a system through cybersecurity already being put in place despite the fact that cybersecurity hasn't been officially passed by Congress. And they're admitting that they are hardwiring government takeover systems into all of the ISPs, where they can overlay messages on all websites, all cell phones, all online cooperative play video games. They've already put the systems in as of 15 years ago with the Telecommunications Act at all broadcast TV, cable, even though the FCC is supposedly not really over that, and radio. And it doesn't matter if we're on WWCR, the big 100,000-watt shortwave in Tennessee, they've got it wired. It doesn't matter if we're on 590 AM here in Austin, they've got it wired. And we just accept this, and the stations pay their taxes to then have this forced on them. It's incredible. And previous to 96, they had a government frequency they would tune to during the emergency, and one local station would have the takeover box in it, and then other stations would tune to that, only in case of a nuclear war. Then they passed the Amber Alerts, which sounds reasonable. If there's a missing little girl, they'll have billboards, digital billboards, radio announcements, TV announcements. But now you see the billboards where I live here in Austin, and it will say, report environmental crimes, report illegal guns, report terrorist. They are using this system and now forcing, and if there was any doubts, into the stores, into the markets, into the malls, into the city squares and town squares, where you're just bombarded by government media that you pay for with your tax money. This is the dream of dictators like Stalin and Hitler and Ceausescu and Pol Pot and Fidel Castro. And in classical tyrannies, the government controls the media, but sometimes the media doesn't do what they want, so they send the police or military to the outfit to take it over. This is different. This is government developing its own news packages and forcing it into the checkout lines at Walmart and Mall of America, forcing it onto your cell phone, bombarding you, breaking into your life, and being able to shut the media off and completely take it over. And the federal government now admits the Pentagon has built giant TV studios for just that event and has created Armed Services Television, and they've got backup units now through FEMA television to totally take over. And now they're getting you ready for it, saying, yes, during an economic